Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 295 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Anne, and she writes, I started working on Bach Prelude and Fugue in D major, BWV 532. The opening pedal run is not hard except that I am a short person. The benches I sit and practice on are not adjustable, so I have to sit close to the edge of the seat to be able to use the pedal board. In order to do this pedal run using only toes, I have to adjust myself as I go up the scale because my legs are not long enough. Somehow I will have to figure out how to do the adjusting and also have my hands ready to play the opening chords at the end of the run. Should be an interesting few weeks until I get this figured out. Aušra, do you have long legs?
No, I don't have them.
So maybe you could recommend some tricks for Anne in this case.
Well, as you know, she mentioned herself, sitting on the edge of the organ bench is one of the things. Whenever we think when you are playing a baroque music, you need to get sort of feeling that you are walking on the pedal board.
Walking?
Yes. It means that, you don't add so much weight on your tush, but more on your hips.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's any clear.
I see. So when you sit on the edge of at the end of the bench, your legs weigh more and have more strength, right? That to depress the pedals. But you're meaning something different.
Well, not so much that your legs has more weight, but that you put your weight of your body on your hips.
Mm. Okay, so maybe Jan can try that too.
But if she would try to play that opening passage with a heel, I think she would be in even more trouble.
Right, because it extends very high.
Because it's easier to reach things with your toes, not with your heels on the pedal board when you have short legs.
What if she played one octave lower?
Well, that's a possibility too, but I don't know how well it would sound. But still, you would have then to reach the low D, which is also a problem. But the other thing, if the bench is unadjustable, you cannot regulate its height, maybe you need to put it closer to the keyboards. That's also a possibility to sort of extend your legs.
What about to extend your heels? Like higher heels. Use shoes with higher heels.
And what's for that? You are playing only using your toes.
Oh, exactly. That's stupid suggestion. Good.
I know.
So unless
And of course, there are shoes with platforms,
platform,
underneath.
yeah,
But I wouldn't want to play with those
no.
because that way you would just lose your contact with the feel of the pedal board at all. So basically, put your bench closer to the keyboards and sit at the edge of it and try to put more weight on your hips, not on your tush.
And sometimes when the organ console is movable, you could actually underneath the console put some wooden bricks.
That's an easy thing, to do, but we are talking just an opposite.
Not underneath
thing.
the bench, but underneath the console to make the pedals higher.
Is it possible?
If it's movable, not always, yeah. But
I highly doubt it, this possibility.
I've seen people do that in America.
Interesting. I have never seen it.
Yeah. So if the bench is not adjustable, you can maybe adjust the organ. You see?
Yes, but in the future, maybe, you would want to select another piece by J.S. Bach because he wrote so many, prelude and fugues. Where the range in the pedal board doesn't go, to the extremes. Maybe it would make your life easier.
Or maybe it goes to the extreme, but not as fast in a 16-note run.
And not in the opening, right, at the beginning. I remember myself playing with D major Prelude and Fugue. I think it was a disaster.
At that time, when she plays the opening passaggio, she could hold herself a little bit with her hands on the bench. Right?
That's what some organists do. I wouldn't suggest that because then you have to jump to the keyboard, and it might be, unsuccessful thing to do because you will have too little time to prepare.
What about holding your hands on the sides of the keyboard?
I have seen that too, but I also wouldn't suggest.
Looks very unnatural.
Unless it's, completely necessary.
I had a similar situation in Liepaja a couple of weeks ago when I played my improvisation recital about David and Goliath in Latvia. And the fourth manual there is very deep and far away. So when you play fourth manual and the pedal, you almost start sleeping from the bench. Actually sleeping. If you're playing with one foot, it's okay. You can place another foot some place forward and make yourself more comfortable. Or if you're playing without the pedals, then it's okay. But when you're playing from the score, right, and there is music written down in a certain way, you cannot change the music. And I think I suggest not to use the fourth manual and the pedals in that case. But in my case, I was free to adjust my music. So sometimes when I was sleeping, I was just playing with one hand and pedals, and adjusting with my different hand, touching the pedal bench.
Fascinating, but now let's go to Anne's case. I never think that she might do and that might work, at least for the opening of this piece. She might sit just a little bit more, not in the center, but more on the right side. Just a slightly bit. Maybe just a couple inches. And I think that might help too.
To reach those two upper notes.
Yes.
C sharp and D.
That's right.
Yes, we hope people can experiment with different bench positions, different body positions, and maybe sometimes if anything doesn't work, maybe choose another piece. But I think Anne will figure it out. What do you think? Based on her
Well,
feedback.
I hope so.
Yeah, she was determined in her letter.
Do you think it would be a big sin to use heels time to time in passage like this?
If it helps, no. I don't believe in such a sin, because everybody is different, physique is different, but as you say, playing with heels is sometimes even more difficult when the bench is not adjustable, right? We'll find out. Maybe Anne will write in a few weeks her experience too. Thanks, guys. This was Vidas.
And Ausra.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, the sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses, and all your help.
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.